Music is important to me because it's everything. It affects your mood, it can create various memories. I feel like it's just a very powerful tool that we've got, and a lot of people don't realise how powerful music is. So I found out when I was a little kid, back in 2012. It took them 2 years to fully diagnose. So I rolled my ankle when I was on the Duke of Edinburgh. Then went on a 23-mile hike, got back and I said to my mum, I think I've sprained my ankle or something. Took my boot off and my foot just completely inflamed. It was bright red. Went straight to A&E. They scanned it, couldn't find anything wrong with it. I was told it was growing pains for years, to just carry on with PE and normal activities, and to take ibuprofen, which was, sort of frustrating at the time because I knew that it was something else. But because it's not that common, they can't just assume that it's sort of that straight away. I have both good days and bad days. Weather really affects it. So if I wake up in the morning and it'll be a cold, damp, wet day, I'll really struggle getting out of bed to the point where you just don't want to go to work because you're in so much pain. But you've just got to sort of push through the pain, get through it, and then as the sort of day goes on, it does get better. But then by the end of the day, it's sort of the same. You're exhausted, you just want to lie in a bed and go to sleep. I am Sam Passey, I'm 26 years old, I'm a musician and I have juvenile idiopathic arthritis. As well as being a musician, I work as a letting agent and that's my full-time job, but music is my main hobby / passion, so that's what I want to be doing full-time. Juvenile idiopathic arthritis is an inflammation and joint pain disease. It's also an autoimmune disease. So it affects my hands, my knees, my feet, my back as well sometimes. Your body reacts to a break or something like that, and how it would normally inflame, it will react when you don't have a break. Mentally, it does affect me. I have good days and bad days, highs and lows. Recently, I've had more lows, I'd say, with my body sort of getting used to the medication that I'm on. So I have injections that I do in my legs once a week. That's an anti-TNF drug, which sort of basically is supposed to just control the arthritis. It's not a cure, so it stops it randomly getting a flare-up. But recently, in the past 6 months, I've had 3 flare-ups, which means that the drug that I'm on isn't controlling it. Mentally, recently, I've definitely struggled more than I have done in the past. And now that I'm coming towards the end of all the medication that they're on, I don't know where we go next after this, now that my body's getting used to it. And I think that's why it's affected me more mentally recently, knowing that I'm still at the same point that I was 10 years ago. It's quite scary. It affects my music massively when we're playing live gigs. We'll be stood there and my feet will be aching, before I've even gone on stage. We'll then go and play on stage, and the adrenaline sort of helps you push through that pain. You don't really think about it when you're playing, but then you come off and my hands will be in agony from playing chords. My feet will be aching by the end of the day, like carrying all the heavy equipment. It's hard, especially, I mean, if we go on tours and things like that, day after day after day, by the end of the day, it's you're just in agony. So, but then to know that you've got to sort of pick yourself up and go again, it gets tough at times, yeah. I don't think it fully affects the relationships in the band. If anything, I think it's made us stronger. Especially recently with it sort of getting worse, and maybe writing this song, trying to raise a bit more awareness about it. The band members are a bit more aware about it, and me having it, as well as people who sort of follow us on social media now know about it. So it sort of maybe helps us come together, and now that we're writing this track, and it being quite personal to me, it's quite a vulnerable song, and the fact that the lads can sort of help and join in that writing process, I feel definitely sort of brings us together. It's called Blue Lights, and it is a song about a time when I was in A&E. My knee had swollen to like the size of a football. It was red, it was swollen, it was painful. I got to the point where I couldn't bend it, I couldn't move, couldn't even walk on it. And I had to go to A&E to get it drained. I want to try and raise more awareness on it and hidden disabilities. With it being a hidden disability, a lot of people don't know. They look at you and they think you're fine. I'm quite a sort of happy sort of guy, and I'll put a brave sort of face on. I won't complain much. A lot of people who sort of know me know I don't like to complain about it or anything, so I'll just get on with it and push through the pain. I'd suggest people to talk about it. That's the best way of coping with anything, just getting things off your chest. I mean, there's various people who, when I was in A&E and I took pictures on my knees and put up a post, it just got to the point where I thought I need to do something to raise awareness on this. And I put a post on and it blew up on social media. It's probably one of our most liked posts. And the amount of people that commented and messaged me privately saying that they were proud for coming out, and they've got this hidden disability, and they'd been struggling for years with it or anything like that. And it sort of hit me, sort of made me quite emotional with how many people reacted to it. But yeah, it just shows, just talking about it is the best thing that you can do. It's the best thing that can help to get it off your chest and be more open about it. I definitely think that I put more into everything that I do because of what I've got, because it's made me more sort of grateful for what I do have. You've got to make the most of every opportunity that you've got, because you've got to enjoy your life, because you don't know what's around the corner.